How's it going? So, bolster time. Time to get these drilled out. What I did is I drew a line, you know, squared it, and put these how I want them. So they're pretty much square. You know, as square as possible. I was having a pretty big dilemma trying to figure out how I'm going to square this, you know, with the angle turn. First I was thinking maybe I could like draw a center line and then pull an angle and that'd be straight. But I think as long as I keep them fairly straight with the rest of the knife and straight with each other, that's the most important part, straight with each other. So what I did is I drew a line on the top, drew a line on the bottom, and then see we have a line on each side and they all connect. And that's how I'm gonna line them up. So the first one, yeah, that's why I marked them just like I said, sandwich in between, and they're marked. So, first one, we'll just line up on this line. Alright, there we go. Got this lined up on there, lined up on there. So now what I'm gonna do, I don't want my pins to go all the way through. I just want them to go through this, and then maybe an 1/8 inch into here. The glue is what's gonna, I don't know if I have this term right, but the pins are gonna be mechanical and the glue is gonna be structural. Meaning the pins are just gonna hold this in place while I do everything and, you know, give me the guides. If I'm wrong, you know, give me the right terms. Pins are just there to hold everything in place, and then when I glue it, be all glued up right. Yeah, let's go over to the drill press and get this set. Now, if you don't have a stopper on your drill press, you can always put a little piece of tape around it, you know, because you want to set it to where you're going to so it stops, because I don't want it going all the way through. I just want it, you know, going down and stopping. Alright, here's where I want them. Now just double check that everything hasn't moved. Still on the line there. Still on the line there. Alright, let's make sure this is tight. So we don't want anything moving. We're on the line here. And we're on the line here. So, we're going to take our 1, 2, 3 block. Yeah, we're not going all the way through, so we don't have to worry about this. We just want to put it up here so we have enough, something to go against. Alright, let's do this. Well, what it was set to and what it went to are two different things. But at least we got our marks now, so we'll just mark through there. Yep. Just peck at it. Just we have to tighten this up. For some reason it wasn't tight. Now I know why it wasn't going. It was set. Of course, when you film on camera, everything goes wrong. I think this drill bit is dull. Now I want to be careful because I don't want to go all the way through, just like 1/8 of an inch. See, that's why I marked this. I wouldn't know which side was going on, but since I marked it, there we are, we're lined up. Yeah, there we are, top line, bottom line, hole and hole. That's what I'm gonna do for the other one. I'll be back, let me drill the other one and then I'll be back and I'll show you how they're gonna fit together. So I was wrong, I have to drill them all the way through. So what I would do, I don't have any pins that fit because they're too loose. So what I'm doing is just turning them down pretty close on my lathe. And then for the rest, I put them in here, which is, if you don't have a lathe, something you can do too. And then I just turn the drill on with the grinder. And check, And there we go. Let's see how these fit. Yeah, so I gotta admit, I was pretty bummed. Look at all these different pins I made. I made these little pins, and if I was to try to do that and glue it up, it just was too shaky and didn't work, so. See, that's why I'm glad I did right and left, so I know which one is which. Now I just can't confuse them. Look at all these different pins I've been making, trying to get this to work right. Got that. Alright, I think that's still too big. Alright, I gotta take a little bit more off that. So close. There's a little bit more to go. Just hit it a hair. Mark it up a little bit just to know where I'm going. Now I just want to kiss it. I don't want to sit there and take a bunch off because then I'll ruin it. I probably could stay with that because, you know what? This is going to be ground down. So I think I'm going to just stick with that. And I put a 1 on this one and a 1 on these. See, R1, L1. I am kind of disappointed because I was hoping that I could just hide the pins, but I just have to grind it down enough and sand it down enough where they're hidden. I mean, they're both stainless steel, so they shouldn't be, you know, that big of a deal. So yeah, this side doesn't matter. We can take it down to here. This side, you know, we're still good. So we got plenty of room to mess around. What I've been thinking about doing, taking a piece of mild steel like this, and tracing it and cutting it and drilling the holes. That way I can just use this and I don't have to worry about the spine or anything. And that way it'll be pretty even. And I can just attach these to that and go. So let me do that. Alright, so check it out. It's gonna take about 2 seconds to make. Just clamp it on. Here we go. Alright, now check this out. Alright, less than 5 minutes I made a jig. And now I just have to drill it. Here's my knife. Whew, cool it down. And there's how my bolsters are gonna look. Just like that. So now I drill the holes here. That's how I want it. So I clamp them here. Clamp it here. That's a little too high. Clamp it just like that. That's gonna be my bolster. Drill 2 holes. And then we'll put the bolsters on. Let me just sand it down a little bit. So we got an idea where we can go to. So here's the smaller bolsters I made, but it's too wiggly because they were only an 1/8 inch. So I thought, you know, for some reason I didn't drill these an 1/8 inch. They're like 9/16. So I had to go back and draw everything more. What I thought was going to be an easy project is turning out to be a little bit more. There's one pin held down. See, that's the thing with the first pins I made. Look how much play there is. They were just way too loose. I went back and redid them. But these will hold. That's the most important thing. These are lined up and these are lined up. Tighten down my clamps. See, I thought as long as I put the pins halfway through, you know, it would hold everything in place, but they were so loose and so hard to get all connected, it just would have never worked. So I had to put them all the way through. But now with my jig, I can grind down to at least, you know, there. And if I go too far, then I've only ruined a piece of mild steel and not my knife. But that, you know, I don't want to hit all this. Hitting all this is fine, you know. Onto the grinder. Let's start these out. Should help us get it. Man, I bought this back brace to help me when I'm at the grinder. Getting old sucks. Alright, I'm learning one thing with this stainless steel. It gums up real quick. Gotta keep a screwdriver or something to keep watching your work. Alright, but we're getting there. Whoops, must have had only one side down. Glad I saw that. One of the pins fell out. Don't want that. Yeah, the whole thing moved too. Oh, I know why, 'cause I only had it. Yeah, that's why. Gotta be careful. Let me see if I can do something. I got another idea. Hold on. Alright, so now the tape will hold the pins, but we still gotta use the clamp to make sure we are straight. Alright, I think that's it. Let's tighten it down. Alright. Now, back to grinding. So yeah, hee-haw. I could take like an 1/8 inch screw and put it through here, but I don't have it, you know. Maybe I'll do that for the next one. Get an 1/8 inch screw and tighten it down. But there we go. Let me set up the small wheel attachment, and you will get the other rest of this. So we got them all shaped out. All right, I rarely ever use this attachment on the vertical, so usually I have it on the horizontal and like that, but I don't know. Let's give it a whirl. I know what I'm missing. Alright, once again, time for the old angle. Zero this out. Then we're 90 this. Ta-da! Well, alright, horizontal grinder. This is why it's good to get a set of these, so you can tell, whoops, when you need to set it. These small ones really come in handy. Check it out. I got some new aluminum rollers. I was trying to make them, but yeah, the 2-inch wheels were hard enough, so I'm still working on them. I've been working on them for months. One of the many projects I have that I've just been working on. See, this is what's great about the doubler plates. This would have never fit. You have to have it all caddy corner. But you get the doubler plates. And voila. No more fighting gravity. Well, maybe we will be. Now that I got this tape on here, use the smaller clamps. Well, you know what? I don't need to use a clamp at all. What am I thinking of? Alright. I don't need the clamp. I got gravity. I just can't be flipping it over so the pin falls out. Oh, that's what's great about a horizontal, you know, you're not fighting gravity. Alright. I'm going to curve these over anyway. I should have done this in the first place. I'll just have to retouch this up with sanding it off and everything, but here we go. At least I got all the work, you know, this did work, that's for sure. Alright, alright, alright. Looking good. Haha! So they do line up, and when this comes down, that will line up too. So it's all done its job. See, that's what I hope happens with these pins once I get them sanded down. But there we go. Plow, plow. If anything, this took 5 minutes to make, and at least I profiled this front right. Now I can take them off, put them back on here, and cut them in how I want them. You know, chamfer these heads and all that. But yeah, there we go. Now we just gotta put the wood in. Like that. Well, first we gotta polish these up to probably like 1,000, get them all nice and shiny. Round these heads off. And round this whole thing off and bring it in. You know, it'll all come in and round it in. And then we'll, you know, but these are even. And these are even. That's all I care about. Now this has been one hell of a day. Man, these pins were the biggest pain in the ass. I'll tell you what. Well, while we're here, let's shape these bad boys. Let's get this off. You know what? I'm gonna put it on this piece of wood. I mean, on this jig here. Well, that sucks. Good thing I had 2 other cameras on. Anyway, so now we just have to go up to, you know, we got the basic shape how we want it. We just have to go up to like, you know, 800, whatever. And once we get this front end done, you know, we can always polish back here because we're, you know, once we get the wood put in, we're gonna have to sand it all out and polish it anyway. We just want to mainly get this front part, you know, that's going to be attached to the knife done first. Alright, next video we'll do all, you know, the whole G10 thing. I just wanted to get this started, and it has been a nightmare day. From the stainless steel pins bending to fighting the grinders to everything. Whew, just been one of those days. But they're turning out nice. My light just went out. So that means it's time to quit. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. As always, take it easy. What a day.